Today's iconic eateries of South Florida edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox is brought to you by TRANSWORLD Business Advisors.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Beefo, and Luby, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. I'm back from the West Coast. We're live. We're at Casa D'Angelo, Aventura location, and we're with the man himself, chef, entrepreneur, restaurateur Angelo Elia, man about town, and we have Andy Cagnetta from TRANSWORLD Business Advisors, because this place, when you talk about iconic chefs, iconic eateries of South Florida, Casa D'Angelo has reached that status after a quarter century plus. I think it's 28 years now, 27 years.
28.
28,
Wow.
but who's counting?
Wow.
Andy, how are you doing? Fine. Sir?
I am doing great, and couldn't be better to be at Casa D'Angelo. Absolutely one of my favorites, no doubt.
Yeah, and we've been to the other locations so
Sure.
far. The flagship, Fort Lauderdale, been there since 1997-ish.
Yes.
And now we've been to Boca Raton. Chef Ricky, of course, has been running the
Yes.
show there for
Yes.
a while. And now this is the newest location, although it's not that new
It's
anymore.
not that
right?
new. We're talking about almost
6 years. Yeah.
Wow.
And I know it's a beautiful build out here.
Beautiful outside, shopping center, spectacular.
Yeah, it's the address here is, I should know these things, but it's on 207th Street.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
And it's a whole complex that every time I come here, they're opening up another place. But this
Yeah.
place has been an anchor since the beginning of this whole development, and Aventura has really grown up. Why did you pick Aventura, and how's it been going?
I think Aventura need a great Italian restaurant. So it's doing great. We've been here for 7 years. We went 6 years. We went through a few little problems with COVID, but we're back on our feet, and we're getting strong again.
Yeah,
So,
and this place, a lot of people might not realize that it's open for lunch, right?
yes,
It's,
we open for lunch all Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
And we have a special lunch menu, which is phenomenal. And we're doing lunch is pretty good.
Yeah.
well, because it's a business, I guess, cluster around here.
Yes,
a lot of offices.
offices, yes.
Yeah. So, and I guess, how's your summer going? I know a lot of times like to go escape to Colorado, and I don't blame you, because having just come back literally from Oregon coast, I was on a plane all
so
night.
beautiful. Huh?
The word I kept using with my daughter, we spent 8 days, started in San Francisco, drove up the coast to Portland. It's just stunning. But the word I kept using is topography.
Yeah.
Topography, because in Florida, Andy, as you might know,
Sometimes flat.
a little flat.
Little
Love the water, love the beach.
Love the water.
Love
But
the
there
water.
you get dramatic cliffs, and you get the beautiful coastline, and you get Portland, it's incredible because you get an hour away, there's Mount Hood. I went hiking there yesterday.
Beautiful.
The gorge, the Columbia River Gorge. So anyway, topography was the word of the day, but today the word of the day is iconic.
It is iconic.
And I don't know if you want to do the honors yet, but
Yeah,
how,
sure.
what we like to do here, especially
Elon.
we've started this once a month, where we go around to restaurants that, in the opinion of me, who's been around the block, and I can't believe I've been here now in South Florida for 30,
I have a little input, don't
30 36. Oh yeah, Andy's
No,
got
that's
input.
us.
Yeah.
Your taste is fantastic.
I?
Way better than ours.
Right. So, well, I
And you're
mean,
a smart man. You know good business. So.
I couldn't be prouder to present this to Angelo and Denise and to the entire Casa D'Angelo family. Founded in 1998, and this is presented to the iconic eatery of South Florida Ward, presented to Casa D'Angelo's, setting the standard for Italian fine dining in South Florida for more than a quarter century. Chef Angelo Elia restaurants bring unparalleled quality, creativity, and hospitality to the table for every occasion, and I am there for every big occasion. June 2025, presented by Mike Mayo's Lunchbox, sponsored by TRANSWORLD Business Advisors, and for everything that you do, not only for culinary but for our community. Thank you so much, Angelo.
Thank you,
and
Andy.
Denise.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Angelo.
so much, Mike.
Well
Thank you.
deserved. I
Wow,
mean,
what an honor, and I feel like a little overwhelmed right now. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
He's gotten a lot of accolades over the years,
But
but
this is spectacular.
this is-
yeah,
So-
no, and it's I'm glad we get to do this because those like
Beautiful.
you said,
Thank you.
anybody who's able to survive in this market for 2
Almost
years,
30
let
years.
alone 27, 28, it's
Yeah.
quite the
It's-
accomplishment. And just I guess, how does it feel at this stage where you've been around for a while? What's next, and is it just, how hard is it to maintain and just keep the standards high? Yeah.
That's the is about the restaurant business. It's so hard. You think you are 20 years, 25 years, 27 years, you arrive. It's not, because any new restaurant they open on the block, they want to put you out of business. So but we love the challenge. We have to get better and better every day.
I was just gonna
We
say,
have to-
is that difficult but also exhilarating? Because you
Yes.
can never rest, especially
Never
in
rest,
this
you
market. You
know?
can never rest on your laurels.
No, you think now the summer you're gonna take off, you're gonna go here, you're gonna do that. Yeah, maybe we go for a week and then we need to come back.
Yep.
Because you never know. We have to be on our feet all day long with my guys and work new recipe, work a new menu item. I send them mostly to Europe, to Italy, to see what we can do to get better than next restaurant they're gonna open. What we can do that, and we have to keep working hard every day.
Yeah, it's a thankless, really thankless profession, because
Yeah.
you could have a near perfect service, but you have one person, something goes a little bit wrong and you feel bad about it. It's like in the newspaper business, I could write a story and it has 500 facts in it, but if you get one big one wrong, that's
That's
all
what
you
it
think
is.
about. It's tough, but it's also rewarding, right?
Yeah, rewarding.
But I think Casa D'Angelo has been more consistent than any other fine dining establishment in South Florida. I mean, by far.
Yeah, it's
I
been
mean,
my experience. Yeah.
When people ask me what's the best restaurant to go to, Casa D'Angelo's coming out of my mouth in 2 seconds.
Mhm.
I mean,
Thank you.
you want to get, it's beyond Italian food. It's just amazing fine dining.
We try very hard, with service and food and take care of guests. That's the main thing. I work every day hard with my manager, with everything. Our regular, they come there, like put a night like last night, everybody was in Casa D'Angelo in Florida. So it was so beautiful to see. And Monday night in the summer, at one of the worst months, which is June,
Yeah.
and we have a full restaurant, and the people say, and my guests say, hey, you guys are so busy, what's going on? And I was back there because my main chef was off for Monday, so I was in the kitchen
Oh wow.
working
cooking
all
again.
night
Oh,
and
man.
trying
That's a
to make
special treat.
try to make pasta, everything, and
You
I'm a
mean-
little rusty, but when I get back there,
No,
I still
I'm
can
sure
do it.
it's
So
like
that's
riding
a
so
bicycle,
beautiful.
yeah.
So beautiful.
Wait, you mean you
So-
allow little Angelo Massimova to
Yeah,
take days
yes.
off? That's
Yeah, it's Monday's off. Ricky's off for Monday.
Yeah.
So they both take off for Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, and I'm like,
But that's part of your culture is you are open 7 days a week because you want people
we open 7 days a week.
Yeah,
We have
and-
we have our guests that come. I have
Yeah.
some regular guests that come on Monday.
Right.
Some regular guests that come on Tuesday. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna
I'm-
close on Sunday.
No, I'm
or-
one of those people that likes going
No.
out in the beginning part of the week.
Yeah,
I like
that's it.
to avoid the big crowds, but your place, like you said, you have the loyal locals, the flagship one in Fort Lauderdale. And of course, you got the beautiful bar there. And,
Yeah.
and I recommended you the Sun Sentinel, Lois Solomon, who we met last month during the matzo ball
Yep,
judging.
yep.
But she did a story about the best places to go for solo diners. And I immediately thought of the bar area
bar.
at Casa
Yeah.
D'Angelo, either
And
here.
Aventura, we have a
Aven-
beautiful
yeah,
bar.
It's a beautiful
bar.
bar here.
and
In
you could-
bulk, In
Yeah.
Boca, we do a new restaurant.
Yeah,
Now
you're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing beautiful new restaurant. We close in May next year, 2026, and we're gonna do spectacular new restaurant. We're gonna
It's
be
moving
closed for
down the
6 months.
block, the Boca location.
No,
or
we're gonna
it's in
do the same location.
same
the same
location,
location, yes.
but you're going to be
we're
just
gonna be
kind of
closed for about 6 months.
6
Wow.
months next year. So
Next year.
summer,
Yes.
after Mother's Day of
After Mother's Day,
26.
we close.
And it's just also what, to put in a bar area? Or
We're
to
gonna
do
put
it-
a new bar, a new restaurant, completely, a new kitchen. Everything will be stripped down completely.
Wow.
What drives a decision like that? Just you feel
You know,
like it's
you know the way I am. I like to keep my restaurant fresh, and my guests keep coming. So we want to give them something new. Casa D'Angelo did everything 8 years ago. Next
Yes.
year, I'm gonna do also a little remodeling.
Okay.
After 7, 8, 10 years, I like to do something.
you don't rest on your
Yeah,
laurels, and
yeah,
that's
no.
essential in
it's
order to stay
important.
fresh. Yeah.
It's important.
But let's talk about Aventura. Okay, so this opened up is right before the pandemic. Obviously, pandemic, very challenging times, but this was my sanctuary. I actually came to this location a lot for a couple of reasons. Number one, this beautiful outdoor area.
Spectacular.
I felt
Yeah.
completely safe and comfortable dining here, even before we had the vaccines. And I also had a couple of cousins who they basically were in the area, so we would always meet during the pandemic down here.
Okay.
So I was probably out here during those couple of years at least 6 or 7 times. It was really
Wow.
just lovely. And again, the quality of food here every bit as good as the other 2 locations.
They're very
And
good. The chef is phenomenal.
yeah, so tell me about the new chef. We're going to be meeting him in the next segment.
Loris is excellent. He's been working with us now for almost 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
And he
is
started here
phenomenal.
at Aventura, or you had him
No, he
training?
started Aventura, but he
Okay.
was training with us in
Okay.
Florida.
Yeah.
But he's very talented. He's been working for a very few good restaurants in town in
Okay.
Miami. So, and he's bringing what I want. We are, his expertise, his great food, and together with me, Ricky, Bamba, we all make a great team, and working together every day is important.
Nice. And again, you mentioned there are lunch specials? Or
Yes,
it's,
yes, we do a new lunch menu right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think it's $35 for 5-course
Oh, wow.
lunch item. It's very good.
That's
It's
a
doing
nice
very,
lunch.
very good. And
Well, that brings me to, again, the summer season. There's a
Yeah.
lot of these deals. Miami Spice goes on
Yeah.
here.
Mhm.
Aventura. I don't know. Do you take part with Miami Spice?
yes,
for
we do
Aventura?
that.
Okay.
Yes, it's
And-
very good to do Aventura.
And then Dine Out Lauderdale is coming up later this summer, August and September.
August,
Are you
September.
going to be taking
I'm gonna participate this year.
Okay,
Yes.
for Fort Lauderdale,
Yes.
that's going to be Dine Out Lauderdale in August and September. And again, the multi-course dinners where you get a great value.
I think it's a great value. I think it's great to taste our completely our cuisine with no breaking the bank, and it's great.
To try to get
So,
some new, people in
yeah,
the
new
door.
people. It's all the way we need new people, no matter what.
Mhm.
And some, we still in South Florida. It's a little slow.
It's a little slow,
So-
but it's a great time to go out.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is a great
Yeah,
time
yeah.
if you're around. But Florida keeps growing. I mean,
Yeah.
more and more people are moving down here from
Spe-
everywhere.
Especially for Florida,
Yeah.
Ventura. Boca is a little off. But Fort Lauderdale is busy.
But they
all
keep
year round.
building the high rises. East Boca, I see.
Oh my God!
When
they
I
do so
drive down,
much
I drove
work.
down Federal from Fort Lauderdale, and I see new buildings going up in Hallandale. I see new buildings. It's
All
the
over.
Hollywood Young Circle. I mean, they keep going up, and up, and I guess that's why we keep seeing more restaurants too, more mouths to feed.
Yeah.
But like you
20
said, it's
How many new
challenging.
restaurants they opened this year alone?
Yeah, it's,
In
it's
Fort
been a lot.
Lauderdale, about 15
lot.
years. New
Well,
restaurant.
it's going to be interesting to see
Yeah.
because obviously, people do like to try and check out new places, but they also, when it comes time for an anniversary, a
Perfect.
birthday,
We're
In case
there.
they know they can
Birthday.
trust.
it happens to be somebody's
Yes, happy
birthday
birthday,
today.
Mr. Mayo.
All right,
Yes,
I'm at the point where I
we
don't
were
even want to.
We go
waiting to
every
celebrate
wedding
Angelo.
anniversary. We're
Yeah,
at
that's it.
Casa D'Angelo.
But I might be coming to Fort Lauderdale tonight. I haven't
Oh,
told anybody yet.
very
But I
nice.
want
Oh,
a
you
little-
haven't?
You're gonna
You
Is
told
that where
the
you're going to
man-
watch the game?
You just told the man himself.
No, here's how old I am now. I want to eat dinner before the game because the puck drop is at 8:15. I figure go into the bar area with
Yeah, that's a
Val
good-
at
that's a
about
good
6
move.
o'clock.
That's nice.
Maybe get a couple of nice
Oh
fresh
my
pastas.
God! What we got
And
here?
look at this. We've got the rope sausage.
Oh,
Sausage is
yeah.
wonderful.
And we've got Peter dropping in all these wonderful dishes. This looks like a summertime prosciutto and melon.
Melon, yeah.
And you tell me what this is, chef. That's a
that's salmon.
Tuna,
That's beautiful
zucchini flowers.
salmon, cured salmon tartare.
it's cured
that's-
salmon tartare.
And
Wow.
that's beautiful zucchini flower.
The zucchini flowers are one of
Yeah,
your
look how
signature
beautiful,
dishes.
yes.
So look at that. Just in time for the Lunchbox lunch. We got a beautiful array of dishes here at Casa D'Angelo Aventura. Again, they are open 7 days. Now, you don't do any brunch or lunch service on the
No,
weekends.
no
and that's
brunch.
strictly for the
Weekends,
dinners, yep.
Friday, Saturday, only dinner, yes.
perfect. So it's here in Aventura. It's very conveniently located if you're doing a day of shopping at the mall and you want to get away from the mall atmosphere, which I usually want to get away from
Yep.
that after
Yeah.
about 10 or 15
Exactly.
minutes, even just in the parking lot. Here, there's plenty of parking. There's a garage right next door.
A lot of parking. Yeah.
Do you get validation for that
Yes.
parking garage?
Yes.
Okay. And so it's pretty, easy.
And also, we have parking on the front.
Yeah,
It's
front.
free parking.
Okay. Valet here or
Yeah.
Valet.
Valet also.
Yes.
Great. So that's right here at Casa D'Angelo Aventura. I don't know if I want to dig in, or we should probably take the first break, and then we may. Well, I don't want to let you go just yet, but we will have Chef Laura's come in.
Yes,
and
will be
we do want to talk to them. But before we go, just what's your plans for the summer? Are you going to be doing any cooking on those days off, or are you going to be?
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna do some cooking on my day off,
Mhm.
and we're going to Colorado with my wife next week for
Very
a couple
nice.
weeks.
Nice.
And then try to enjoy the cold weather.
Beautiful
Cooler weather.
Not the 90, 95, but I'm a South Florida guy. I love this weather
Yeah,
too.
me
So I'm here. So,
So
my
me too.
kids born here. I love to go to the beach and work on the beach. It's so beautiful here. It's so beautiful.
And
So-
again, because you have these long-running chefs that you can completely,
Oh, yeah.
trust
They're great.
to
Yeah.
run the show.
They
when
are
you're-
they actually tougher when I'm not there.
Really?
So I
can
I cannot tell you that. So that's
uh,
really good.
Excellent.
it's all good. Well, Chef, we really appreciate your
you.
time, and again, thank you for your support of the Lunchbox show. And again, it is well deserved. I know there's all these other awards. Oh, by the way, I do want to congratulate the Beard Awards. Were announced last night. James Beard Award and a Miami chef.
That's beautiful.
Our friend Nando Chang, who actually was born and raised in Broward.
Yep.
And it's an incredible story because he runs this kind of smaller chef counter. It's kind of a restaurant within a restaurant down near Wynwood. It's called Itamae.
Yep.
And it's Peruvian cuisine that comes from his family and his heart. His dad has been a long-running chef around town, but his sister runs the restaurant Matty's, which is where his restaurant is located within. His sister, Valerie, won the Beard Award Best Chef in the South region last year.
Wow,
And
that's
Nando won this year. So I think it might be the first time a brother and sister have won the same award back-to-back years.
Wow, that's
and
beautiful.
That's impressive.
Nando is a friend of the Lunchbox.
Yeah,
He's
we had him
been
on.
on
He's
the
a good dude.
show. He took part in the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival this past year, doing a collab dinner at the Catherine with our friend Timo Baloo. But it's great to see South Florida chefs
Yes,
get
it's beautiful,
recognized
really
and on the
beautiful.
map. And so Nando Chang, congrats to you. I will have to check out Itamae. I have not been there. I've been to their original location, which was actually it was in a food hall there at St. Rock's Food Hall. They first called it down in Wynwood, and they started off as just a little kind of cubicle stall in a food hall, and their food was so good they just kept growing and getting new fans. So that's the part of the business that I guess we love to see, the
Beautiful.
up
Yeah.
and coming talent. So congrats to Nando. Congrats to
Congratulations to you,
Chef
sir.
Angelo
Yes.
Elia, because
Thank you.
it is not easy to do this 1 year, let
No.
alone 28.
Right.
So,
Amazing entrepreneur.
yeah.
Just
and
Thank you.
can I ask, is there anything else in the works, or you kind of chilling
Yes,
out?
I have a
and-
couple things in the works, but I keep.
He always does.
Has he
gonna
ever
keep
said no?
quiet for now. So
He's bought and sold. He's done a
He's-
bunch of stuff.
I know,
Yeah.
He's done a lot of good things.
He's
Yeah.
keeping it close to
Yes.
the vest for now. But
There you
but
go.
no, in this environment now, I mean, we're talking about so many restaurants opening, and then there's also a little bit of economic uncertainty and
Yep.
all these things. And you've been through it all before.
Yeah.
You've been through the the housing crunch in
yep.
2008
Yes.
and COVID. But what do you think, just of where we're at now? And is this year feel like the way South Florida used to be in terms of real peaks and valleys with season, off season?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
prepared for all that?
We prepare. I think we're gonna have a little bit.
I think we're going to have a
better.
better end of the year.
Better.
Feels like
end.
it'll
I
bump,
believe.
yeah.
I
I do.
believe that.
I
I
do
believe
too.
that things are gonna change
Yep.
very soon. I think.
Yep.
Okay. Well, again, the summertime is when the the
The
living
locals
is easy.
and the
It's
locals are
easier to
celebrating.
get in here in terms of there's not big crowds, not traffic to deal with. So
No.
this is the best time of the year, I think, to check out places, especially
Yeah.
high quality ones that you might not ordinarily put in your schedule. Miami Spice will be taking place here at the Aventura location in August and September.
Yes.
And the Fort
Dine Out
Lauderdale
Lauderdale.
location will have the Dine Out Lauderdale promotion going on those months as well. So, Chef Angelo, always
Thank
a
you.
pleasure. How's the
Thank you,
bakery bar doing? Maybe we have to do
Phenomenal.
a
I
That
little.
love it.
place is so great.
Dude, I'm there every morning.
I
You
have to
guys
ask
can
it.
join me.
I know. I
Thank
will.
you, Andy.
I will.
Thank you. Thank
I will
you so
join
much.
you, and you're looking great,
You look fantastic.
healthy, and it's great to see you as usual. Have a great summer, and we
Thank
will,
you.
we'll see you down the road. But meanwhile, let's take our first break, and we'll welcome in Chef Loris to talk more about what's going on here at Casa D'Angelo Aventura after these words.
Hey, Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see it continue the legacy you have built. TRANSWORLD can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at TRANSWORLD Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligan's, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to TRANSWORLD to help sell. Contact TRANSWORLD on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks, just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at wans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Southern comfort food from a scratch kitchen, delicious drinks and house-made spirits from a craft bar, a great vibe inside and out with a spacious patio. I'm talking about Batch New Southern Kitchen and Tap, Fort Lauderdale, in the heart of the city at 525 North Federal Highway. It's open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch, with classics like fried chicken and waffles and shrimp and grits, and creative items like pecan-crusted salmon and a fried green tomato BLT. And the drinks? Smooth sipping and so good. There's convenient free parking and a garage next door, happy hour at the bar, an entire patio, 4 to 7 Monday to Friday, and live music every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's pet and people friendly and with cozy fire pits for when the temperature dips. For reservations and more information, go to batchsouthernkitchen.com. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. For casual yet sophisticated contemporary American cuisine, Burton's Grill and Bar, now with 2 South Florida locations, 1003 South University Drive in Plantation and 5580 North Military Trail in Boca. I've become a huge fan of this place. Great food and hospitality, family friendly, a full gluten-free menu, and a staff that's very mindful of guest allergies and special dietary needs. They're open 7 days with an all-day menu, weekend brunch, and happy hour specials. And oh, don't miss that short rib grilled cheese or their famed key lime pie. So good. They offer catering and delivery, and download the Burton's app for extra specials and bonuses, including $15 to sign up. Go to burtonsgrill.com for more information. All right, we are back here on the Lunchbox Iconic Eateries TRANSWORLD Business Advisors Edition. And again, if you're looking to buy or sell a business, particularly a restaurant business, Andy Cagnetta and his team at TRANSWORLD, they're the ones that could help get something done. And
It's
so
the number one thing we do.
it is.
It's the number one industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Because I can't imagine why. I mean, there's a lot of action and comings
a lot
and
of action.
goings, but Casa D'Angelo is one of the mainstays that they keep coming with more locations, and they haven't gone yet. And that's because if you've been in here,
oh,
you
sure.
know
why.
what the deal is. We're enjoying our first round of food, and we welcome to the Lunchbox for his Lunchbox debut, Chef. I'm sorry, it's
Loris.
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 I'm sorry, it must be an Italian name. Where
It's completely Italian,
Yeah.
100%.
and I'm sorry, I keep butchering it, but no, Chef Loris.
Yes,
Um,
correct.
tell me a little bit about your background. We were talking with Angelo Elia. He said you've been with them for about 5 years or so. Where are you
Yes.
from? And
I'm from Italy,
yeah.
100% Italian, like my accent.
I can't imagine
Uh,
that. But what part?
Whereabouts?
Northeast, close to Venice.
Oh,
Very
nice.
close to Venice.
Oh, Venice. Okay. And-
Went to culinary school in Italy, learned my career, start my career in Italy. And
Mhm.
then when I was 21, I got an offer to come over here in the States to open a restaurant for a wine producer, Feluga. And I got here, I fell in love with Miami.
Where
and
was that restaurant though for the wine producer?
in Lincoln Road.
Oh, wow.
Oh, here in
Lincoln Road
Miami.
in
Okay,
Miami
Miami
Beach,
Beach. So
yes.
that's how you got exposed to
Yes.
Florida.
I got exposed to Florida, and that way I felt in love and I found my way to stay here.
That's it. All right. Well, because Florida can be a very polarizing place. Some people love it, but obviously Angelo Elia and his crew, they love it here. And how
love
did
it,
you
yes.
get linked up with Angelo and this particular location?
I would say with friends in common.
Mhm.
After the COVID pandemic, I was working, helping a restaurant. He was needed help in this location
Yep.
for a chef. The manager at the time was my ex-roommate. So
Mm.
connection brought me to speak with Angelo. We sit down for less than, I think, 10 minutes. We shake our
Really?
hands, and the next day I was here, yes. It was very fast.
What did you know about him and his restaurants before you started?
I knew
working?
about this story when I was open already for 25 years. So somebody
okay.
that is open for that long means
Yeah.
that something doing is been doing. So
Very right.
something very good.
Yeah.
The restaurant in Fort Lauderdale is historical. It's
Yeah.
been there
Yep,
since
it's
forever.
iconic.
Then
It's iconic. Yeah.
we have different locations around the world, around America, different concepts. We have the pizzerias as well. So I say, why not? This is a good company. Let's
Yeah.
give it a try.
How was it as an established chef yourself who actually helped open a restaurant, been involved in whether overseas or here,
Mhm.
to work with someone that you look up to. We've heard from the other chefs that he really is great at working together. But how is it for you to work with someone like Angelo Elia?
It was in the beginning different because his way to cook is different than mine.
Interesting.
But it was a pleasant way to learn his
Oh, wow.
way and work with him because of course he's the one training all the chefs to make sure then doesn't matter which location you are, you're gonna have most likely the same experience. So I learned a few things, a few tricks here and there, and we start to get along very well together, and I like to work with him. Plus we like the same soccer team, so always something to talk about.
What's your team? It's not
Inter Milan.
Oh.
Yes, Inter Milan.
There you go.
Yeah, I can imagine. Are
Yeah,
they
actually,
taking-
we play today, so yeah.
in the what? In the club,
Yes.
Club World Cup, which
Yes.
is taking place here. Is that right? Right.
In all America, yes.
Yeah, and all over North America. It's a prelude to the World Cup that's going to be played.
Inter
here.
is gonna play in Seattle, very far away.
Oh,
From
that
Oh.
stinks because there are matches here too. That's sort of
where-
Yeah, yesterday Boca Junior played. In
Yeah.
Miami.
This a real football fan.
Bayern
Yeah.
Munich.
Yes, I am.
And well, no, and it's great that you are here. Aventura open 7 days for dinner, lunch Monday through Friday.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about the food in front of us that you prepared.
Okay,
This is
That we've already
beautiful.
demolished.
It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
We have
Andy
a couple of different things. I send you something to represent our main menu and also some of the promotion that we have.
Nice.
Because, for example, lunch, we have this promotion called business lunch, of course. It's a menu made of 5 appetizer, 5 main courses, and 3 dessert, and people can pick one, and one.
So it's a 3-course meal.
It's a 3-course meal,
Okay.
and you pay with tax or something around $35.
Mm.
Very convenient, very fast. All the food is fast to go. Then
Nice.
you can come here and eat in 45 minutes, an hour,
Oh, wow.
in and out. Fruit fresh.
And what I love about this style of Italian cuisine, which I call the fine dining, it's not the red sauce and the heavy and the cheeses. Like you come here
Yeah, it's lighter.
and you have a quality meal and it's light. It's perfect for summer. The salmon
Yeah,
tartare
exactly.
is beautiful.
That is another promotion that we have. It's called summer menu.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to what everybody calls Miami Spice.
Right.
But we start to learn to run it already
Earlier.
now.
Yeah, right.
Early.
Why not?
We didn't wait for Miami Spice. Call a little different. The idea is very similar to Miami Spice. You have a tasting of our dishes. You have 3 courses a night. It works, and it goes for $60. Like lunch here, you have, as you say, something fresh because it's summer. You cannot have something heavy with this
Right.
temperature
back to work.
outside. So we have the prosciutto melone with just a little modification in the way to use the cantaloupe,
Mhm.
the melone, because we actually compress it in simple syrup before we
Yeah, 'cause
serve it.
It's
So
there's a really nice sweetness. and
yes,
I
it
was like, wow.
concentrates the sweet in the melon, then it goes in contrast with the saltiness of the prosciutto, and we add a little vinegar, so you have also
Oh,
acidity.
you get this. Oh,
No,
wow.
it's,
No
it's
wonder
a
why.
beautiful. I'm like melon, and it's a beautiful flavor. Like the combination.
Yes, you have a
wonderful.
nice,
Well,
very good.
combination.
Well,
in your
prosciutto and
mouth.
melon is a classic summer dish, but I had not
No, but-
seen it compressed. And
I was gonna say because
with the syrup.
melon and the meat goes well, but the melon usually to me is not sweet enough. So that's very interesting. Like you guys took it to another place where the salty and the sweet meet very nicely.
I personally wanted to do this for that reason. And you say it's not always good.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you buy the melons now,
Right.
they are kind of
Hard.
They don't have too much
Mealy,
flavor.
hard, no
They're
flavor.
maybe-
Bland, yep.
they kind of plastic sometimes flavor
Mm.
kind of. So I want to make sure that it's always sweet enough to be good with the prosciutto.
Wow.
Really
perfect.
nice. It's really
It's the same for the tuna, for the salmon tartare. I prefer to cure it before. When I say cure it, is meaning sugar and salt for
Mhm.
24 hours
Wow.
Jeez.
before actually we start making it. So the
It's so
flavor
good.
of the fish is a little different.
It gives it like a gravlax type of thing,
Yeah.
you know. And
And there's
Yeah.
a creaminess too.
yeah,
There's a nice
no,
creaminess.
well, this has got the avocado up
Avocado.
top.
yeah,
right?
that is the avocado tartare, the avocado mousse.
That's
I
delicious.
was gonna say the mousse. It's not.
Yeah.
We've all had avocado, but the way that you guys blend it together is it's
And
really
then
nice.
talk about the zucchini flower.
This is
That's
amazing.
Zucchini flower is a
God.
classic.
This is amazing.
That
It's one of
is-
Angelo's signature dishes.
That is Angelo in a plate,
Yeah.
basically. A signature dish. You have it in only the restaurant. It's very good. And they are simple zucchini blossom filled up with a mix of ricotta, cheeses, and basil.
Yeah. It's so
Oh my
good.
Very
It's-
simple, very tasty. And
It's yeah, it is.
Mm.
You call it simple. I call it sinful.
Yeah,
There's-
yeah, yep.
It's a
richness.
classic in Italy. We do a lot
Mhm.
with blossom overall in the region
Yeah.
of Tuscany. They are
Mhm.
very
Mm.
very into the zucchini blossom.
It's
Well,
fantastic.
I am really enjoying this, chef. This is a beautiful.
The sausage is.
Oh, and the sausage
sausage
is a
is
classic.
Oh yeah,
Really
sausage is another dish part
broccoli
of the
rabe.
business lunch menu
Broccoli
for the
rabe.
man. Very easy, simple sausage, 100% pork, no fennel seeds, garlic, salt, and pepper, and
Nice.
that's it. It's a little thinner of the regular sausage. It's to me that's the flavor of this sausage is better
Right.
of the other one because I'm not very big fan of fennel seeds.
you
A lot
Yeah,
of
a lot
people
of people
don't
aren't.
like fennel seed. It is strong,
Yeah, it's
and
very
it's one of
strong.
those food debates. Like
And
the
plus,
sausage.
fennel seeds numbs your tongue, and then you don't taste
Taste
anything
everything
else.
else.
Oh, really?
Like the
Yes.
wine.
I did not realize
Yeah,
that.
it used to be something.
So
In
I'm-
Italia, we used to say infinocchiare people, which is means something back in the Middle Age when the rich people were going to buy the wine to
Mhm.
the poor. So they were waiting for them with the finocchiona, which is the salami that's made in Tuscany, then is made with fennel seeds. So they were feeding people with that and then giving to try the wine, and
then they-
everything tastes delicious.
Yeah.
But
It
then at
all
the end of
tastes
the
the
story,
same.
they were taking bad wine home,
Mm.
and so they in finocchiati they given the fennel, so they kind of trick the people.
Mm.
And
Well,
for that reason, I don't like to use it too much in the food
the fennel
because
seed, yeah.
you don't taste anything
It overtakes
comes
it.
No,
after.
no. I'll remember. I'll just pack some fennel seeds next time I'm going to the dentist, because then I won't feel anything or
For
taste
this
anything.
sausage,
But
a suggestion for people that come, we finish it with something spicy on top.
Mm.
This tomato and Calabrian pepper mixed. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
ask it without
I
it
see it
because
right
it can
there.
be
Yeah.
it can
But
be
it
a
wasn't-
little.
It wasn't overwhelming or anything.
No, it
no,
was
give
great.
it a nice little kick.
It was great.
And they call this. Is this like a salsiccio? What are they?
We call it cervellata.
cervellata. Okay.
Cervellata.
Um,
You can find in the business lunch menu or as a specials.
I just love that it keeps using the word simple, and none of these things taste simple. Everything has so much flavor, and it comes almost in waves, but it's not overwhelming. It's just nice and
I
consistent.
think that is the trick of Italian food. Very
Yes.
simple. Usually keep it with 3-4 ingredients
Right.
top in a,
Yep.
in a dish, and just take all the flavor
but it's
out.
quality ingredients.
yes.
And when
Yes.
you just use quality ingredients, and,
We have a lot of ingredients coming directly from Italy.
Yeah.
Over all the cheeses and all those stuff.
and it's-
Little difficult now with whatever is happening.
Mm.
Right. Sure.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's harder. Look, everything has gotten a little bit more
Pricey.
uncertain, but there's, you know what I know about restaurant people? They always find a
If
way.
anyone knows how to
Oh
pivot,
no, me.
if anyone knows how to pivot,
I will never.
They know how to.
I will never
adapt.
change our real Parmigiano Reggiano with
Right.
the Parmesan.
Right.
It's two different things.
And meanwhile, we've come to the wine portion of the day. I got to thank Peter. He
Yeah,
poured,
for that.
Happy birthday.
yes, happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Mr.
we say
Michael Mayo.
Cent'anni, and
Cent'anni.
I am almost. I don't even want to do the math.
100 di questi
3/5 of the way.
Someone
to
was asking, and I was
Cent'anni
like, he's less than 60.
by
I
that
didn't
much.
say how much. They don't have to know.
Next month is my turn.
There you go. Well,
Wow,
happy
happy
birthday
early
to you,
birthday.
Cent'anni to everybody. Salute, good health.
Salute.
Salute.
And Chef, it really is a pleasure to
Yeah,
meet
if you don't mind, I'm gonna make your main course.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
wow. Okay.
we will
We'll
always
let you go.
excuse a chef if the
It's
reason
totally
is to
work.
make us more food.
Yes,
So
I
that's
have to
great.
go.
But
So
come down
thank
to
you, guys.
Aventura to meet him. I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
this
it's
is
fantastic.
fantastic.
Yeah, come on
Please
down here,
welcome.
207th Street Northeast. It's just a little bit east of US 1.
Yep.
And it is a spectacular
beautiful.
setting.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
gorgeous.
indoors, outdoors, whatever you want.
Lunch,
yeah.
dinner.
Lunch.
I love that they're doing lunch, and they're giving you high quality lunch, and they're still getting you in and out.
Yep.
It's impressive.
It is something to consider for even the,
Well,
let's
meetings and stuff.
say,
That's wonderful.
Yeah, if you have a meeting
And there's
down
already people
here,
in here doing
if you
meetings. I
have a
think
day
that's
going
clutch.
shopping.
Yeah, plus
if
we
you-
have also this private room where we're
Yes,
sitting right
beautiful
now.
private room.
A boardroom or whatever.
Beautiful stuff. All right. So thank you.
Thank you,
we
guys.
look
Thank you,
forward
Chef.
to the
Thank
main
you.
course.
Thank
Let
you,
me
Chef
go take
Loris.
care of the
Yes,
rest of the
thanks.
food.
Chef Loris here at Casa D'Angelo,
you.
Aventura.
Grazie
We're gonna
mille.
Be back with more of this edition, iconic eateries, TRANSWORLD Business Advisors edition, after these words. When people ask me about the best restaurants in South Florida, Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First-class dining,
top flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef founder Angelo Elia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good, with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner. Reservations recommended for a special occasion or any occasion. Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays, including their new birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. Looking for inspired comfort food in a cozy setting? Blue Collar in Miami is the place to go. Located at 6789 Biscayne Boulevard, it moved to bigger digs a year ago, now has full liquor, and still features all your old favorites from chef owner Danny Surfer. Fantastic burgers, the braise of the day, and the city's best key lime pie. And the summer specials are sizzling with BOGO lunch sandwiches every weekday from noon to 5 p.m. in June and July, Miami Spice menu in August, September, and drink specials every day. Open daily with weekend brunch. For reservations and information, go to bluecollarmiami.com. Feel like getting away without leaving town? Then you got to check out the House on the River in Fort Lauderdale. It's a beautiful restored historic home with indoor and outdoor dining right on the New River. You'll think you're in Charleston or Savannah. It has a gorgeous patio, porches, and private dining areas, and it offers unique experiences perfect for a date night or fun times with friends and family. It has weekend brunches, happy hour, dinner Wednesday through Sunday. There's also a high tea on Friday and Saturdays, and the popular House of Veuve Champagne experience on weekends. The House on the River is in Fort Lauderdale's Himmershey District, just south of the Science Museum. For reservations and information, go to thehouseontheriver.com. All right, we are back on the Lunchbox. It is Casa D'Angelo on a Tuesday in Aventura. And every day is a celebration here at Casa D'Angelo. You don't need to have a birthday, an anniversary, a graduation, or retirement, but it helps. So happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Mr. Mayo.
Yeah, I know. And just at this point in my life, when I've hit this number, I just want to celebrate another day of living.
There you go.
As a certain band used to say. And this is a fine place to do it.
spectacular build out here, really beautiful setting. We're in the private wine room area, and I guess they're preparing more food for us, even though
Yes.
I didn't even need it after that spectacular opening course.
Yeah, that was amazing.
You want to hear something funny? Was on the West Coast for like 8 days. And, one of the delights when you go out to the Pacific is, obviously Dungeness crab. Their season is wrapping up, and I had some Dungeness crab at a friend's house.
There you
The
go.
other thing I think of is Pacific Northwest salmon, either from they call it the Chinook salmon. They have obviously from the Washington state.
Yep.
Well, I went out there. I was at a fancy resort. I looked at the menu. It said grilled salmon. I asked them, so
Where's it from?
Where's it from? They said, well, I'm afraid tonight we're serving an Atlantic salmon.
There you go.
You went there to have
I
Atlantic
was like,
salmon.
no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have the steak. So, and like, I ended up going the entire trip.
Without having
They have these little,
salmon.
they have
Not
these,
season.
they have salmon
Oh, my-
jerky stands,
No,
like
you're
some of those like kind of touristy,
You're
kitschy
not doing it.
preparations. But I wanted like a nice piece of West Coast wild caught salmon. I never got it. So what happens? I come back home. I fly on the red eye back from Portland. My first stop this morning, I landed at the airport, got my bags, dropped my daughter off at her house, passed right by Grandpa's Bagels Deli,
Right.
and I go right in for a fresh bagel hot out of the oven and some sliced Nova. So I got my salmon on my bagel this morning, and now I got my salmon with the
There
salmon
you go.
tartare here at Casa D'Angelo. So I've had 2 great salmon dishes right here in South Florida. And again, it's Atlantic salmon, which is what you expect. But never did get any of that Pacific Northwest salmon.
Sorry.
So it's just,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. I'll live. First world problem.
Right. The best thing about the West Coast, though, is being able to watch the sports games
At 5 o'clock.
at 5 o'clock.
It's like afternoon.
Oh, it's so great.
That's
It
great.
was tremendous.
8 o'clock, then
You're done.
You're done.
I had, these couple of Panther games
Right.
that start at 5:15.
I was there
And you were for game.
for the overtime that they lost. It was
No.
very sad.
That's okay. The one game I went to this postseason, they got shut out. It was
Right.
their
The
worst
Hurricanes, the one loss to the Hurricanes.
Right.
game 4 when they could have swept the Hurricanes.
So I'm
and
not going to
instead
go
they-
tonight to jinx them.
Right. Well,
Good man.
here's so I'm wearing my Panthers shirt.
And you still got your beard going. That's what I was
and
thinking.
Yeah,
of.
I've got
beard
the
going.
playoff beard.
Make me
We've
itch.
got some decisions to make, Andy, because the season is going to end either tonight or Friday night. Game
Yep.
7
Yes.
would be in Edmonton.
Yep.
And then I keep the beard,
No.
shave the beard,
Shave the beard.
trim the beard, dress up the beard a little bit,
I-
dye the beard.
Oh, if you want
I
to
don't
keep a
think-
beard, that's your life, but you have to clean it.
Is this any
You're
of our
stressing me out.
decision, or is this someone else's
Well, I have to see him
decision?
every day, so I'm including myself in the decision.
There are several stakeholders.
I would definitely trim it.
my
Getting rid of
daughter
that's you and
hates
your
it.
girlfriend.
Your daughter hates it. Yeah.
Your daughter, girlfriend are the
Val
ones I would think make the final
likes
decision.
it.
Oh, Val
Um,
likes it. Well, then. You
And
know,
I'm
there
in
you go.
between. Like there's some days I say, "Oh, I like the way that looks," but if I
would
trimmed it
trim
up
it.
and neatened it up, it might be
All right.
worthwhile, but not in 98 degree weather.
Nah, that's
Maybe
the
I'll
hard
try
part.
in the
But
winter.
get rid of it
time.
till the winter.
That's all. You come again. Come again in October.
It came in much grayer than I thought.
Yes,
Well, there you
And
go.
again,
Well,
that's
that's the birthday.
a function of age there. So, again, we're at Casa D'Angelo.
Yep.
We're going to be getting more food, which we entirely don't
Don't
need.
need.
But
We don't.
Andy has to go back to work.
who
But
are we to say no? And
This is my favorite place. One of the things is, I think every time I come here, my wife and I order something that's not on the menu.
okay, yeah, they have
Interesting.
so many
Oh,
specials
specials.
every day.
Right. But
Eh.
yeah, but even beyond the specials,
Oh,
if you just tell them what you want.
Really?
Yeah.
This
I
is-
shouldn't put
They've
that out
talked
there.
about that, but I sort of don't believe it half the time when people say
This
that.
is one of those places that are in the hospitality business.
That's interesting.
They like to say yes. And if your request is reasonable,
Yeah.
like as if they have the ingredients on hand, they're usually very happy to make it
It's
for
my
you.
favorite. I have a veal chop, grilled veal chop pizzaiola.
Really?
And they do
You
such
just
a
say
nice
this,
job.
and they're like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
Wow.
Fresh mushrooms, a little pomodoro sauce on top of a
I-
freshly grilled.
I've had their grilled veal chop bone in. I usually don't. I never knew to request the
There you go.
pizzaiola. I like it simple grilled with their beautiful high quality
Right.
olive oil and those wild mushrooms. Just a tremendous job. No matter what.
Yeah,
They
they do
usually have
such a
great
great job.
cuts of meat that you don't always see, like elk chops and some bison tenderloin, like some filet
Yeah.
mignon with bison.
Yes.
So, and usually
great way to go, too.
always prepared immaculately with sauces that are always like, I think I remember I had some elk chops here with a cherry gastrique.
Wow.
Again, going for a little bit of the savory with a little bit of the sweet, but the acidity, because in the gastrique they put some of that vinegar.
I have gone for some of the truffles.
Oh, they're great with truffles.
Yeah, man.
White truffle dinners here in December around the holiday season are legendary.
Yes, they are.
And it's one of those things that
it's
worth
a splurge.
It's worth
splurge.
it. Splurges that are worth it.
It is worth it.
Yeah,
it is worth it.
But to see that shower of white truffles, the white Alba truffles.
It's
I actually
so
was in the Fort Lauderdale location once when the truffle purveyor, I don't know if they use Urbani truffle, but it's one of the major truffle purveyors from Italy that has big presence in the United States. But the guy was in there with a basket of truffles, and I just like you could smell that perfumed aroma going wafting throughout the restaurant. I just went right over there, and I tried to distract them so I could just steal one, but that didn't work. But
yeah,
it
wouldn't be good.
No, that wouldn't be good. I controlled myself, but I did manage to get, just again, talking about simplicity. You just get the fresh made pappardelle with a little bit of like the like olive oil and shaved white truffles on it. It's just so simple, and it's so good. A little bit of cheese, a little bit of truffle, a little bit of olive oil or butter.
And they do a nice job on the desserts here as well.
Desserts, yes. Sarni was asking if we are going to be having a birthday cake today. I said I didn't let anybody. Well, I kind
You
of
talked
kept
about
it
the
low
date
key.
for a while, but you were gone for over a week. So.
It's like one of those things. If a tiramisu with a candle happens to show up,
you only have a bite.
Yeah. We got to take care of one little piece of business
here.
Winner
from Friday's contest.
A contest result from our weekly 10 Palms at Gulfstream brunch contest. Sunday brunch for two is the prize. We also now give the runner-up a gift card. This week it'll still be the $25 gift card to Taco Craft, our friend Mark Falsetto. But last week we went kind of for Father's Day. We went with a restaurant up in Delray Beach that has nothing to do with fathers, but
the name says
the name. I said the clue was it's something that an infant might call his fraternal parent if when he first starts off, Dada. So Dada Restaurant was the answer up in Delray Beach, actually named for a European art movement that arose from the horrors of World War I, the Dadaists.
Yep.
And but Dada was the restaurant. The favorite won the feature race at Gulfstream. It was the 9th race, and it was Smiling Ellie, the number 7. Bunch of people had it. I think 12 people had it. And then we went to the Panthers game 5 for the tiebreak, where we wanted the winner, the margin, and the total number of goals.
That's what it was. You didn't want any ties.
Didn't want
that
any
way you were that
ties.
convoluted.
So it was convoluted. And then I got into a little trouble. So we had a clear-cut winner, and we got to congratulate Michelle Fleekop.
Oh, nice.
Michelle Fleekop, past winner, but it's been a while, I think. And she was in the running and in the envelope this a couple of times in the last few weeks. But Michelle, you got it because you picked the restaurant, the winning horse, and you had the Panthers winning by 2 goals with a total of 6 goals. It actually was 5-2 by 3 goals with 7 goals, but you were the closest by 2 with 6. Now, we had a technicality. Our friend Eric Newberg basically said 7 goals total, which it was.
Yes.
But he said the Panthers to win.
Yeah.
But he didn't give the margin.
No, he didn't do the whole thing.
So once you didn't give the margin,
you can give him this runner-up if you want, but he definitely can't win.
Well, no, he didn't follow all the rules.
No, he didn't.
But then he did come closest, because then there was somebody who had the Panthers winning by 1 with 5 goals.
Yeah.
And do you have the Panthers? When he says Panthers winning, obviously it's by 1, and he had 7 goals. So he's the runner-up.
Yes, I would make him runner-up. I just wouldn't.
I don't know. What would you say?
You got to follow the rules.
Well, so you say DQ him all the way?
No. He's the runner-up.
He's the runner-up.
Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't.
Eric
have him
Newberg,
win,
you get the
but I would
gift
make
card.
him runner-up.
But you got to
impressive.
follow all the rules if you want to
Yes.
win the whole shebang.
Yep.
Michelle, you and a guest have won brunch for 2 at fabulous Gulfstream Park, 10 Palms on the 2nd floor there. Great brunch buffet every Sunday, and this past Sunday they had the Father's Day buffet. They did a great job with the enhanced buffet.
Oh.
All right, let's take that third and final break, and then we're going to come back and eat some more at Casa D'Angelo. Again, they are open for lunch.
They are, which is cool.
During the week, Monday through Friday, and they have some great lunch specials running now all summer long. 3-course businessman lunch with the appetizer,
lunch.
main
No,
power.
they're literally talking about getting you in and out in less than an hour.
Yeah.
Casa D'Angelo.
How
That's
many
impressive.
martinis does that?
I don't know. You can go to a fast food restaurant. I get in and out in an hour.
Andy, you're a businessman. Does the 3 martini lunch still exist in the business world?
No.
2? One?
Is
Maybe
drinking
one.
still a thing?
Maybe
I feel like people don't drink at
It's
lunch
not.
these days anymore.
People
No,
don't
people are
drink at
very
lunch.
serious about
Yeah.
getting through the business
Yeah.
at a lunch, a business lunch.
Times have changed.
But
Not
drinking on Zoom is allowable.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
You're at home.
Remember during the pandemic, and
How else
actually
do you get
people
through
used
it?
to have the cocktail
Yeah,
parties
yeah,
on
yeah.
Fridays.
Shirley did it all. My wife still does it.
Seems
Because
like
one of her jobs
It was
is.
a long time ago, but
Yes, it was. Thank God.
Yes, thank
Now
God.
we could drink together in person.
Right. Cheers.
All good.
Cheers.
Happy
Donnie
birthday.
again. Thank you. All right, third and final break. We'll come back with some more food here at Casa D'Angelo in Aventura. For the finest poultry and the freshest fish, Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market, located at 4191 North State Road 7 in Hollywood, open 7 days. Since 1951, a South Florida tradition for stone crab in season, Thanksgiving turkeys, holiday feasts, and everyday eating. Great steaks, house-made sausage, and prepared foods, too. Delaware is not just a market, it's a celebration of taste, quality, and old-fashioned customer service with a smile. Sign up for their weekly email flyer at DelawareChicken.com and tell them Mike Mayo and the Lunchbox sent you. For the finest and authentic Greek cuisine, Taverna Kima is the place to go. 6298 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton. It's been around for nearly 2 decades. Every day is a feast with grilled lamb and fish, house-made spinach pie and moussaka, gyros, traditional dips, mezes, with soft, warm pita. It's open 7 days for lunch and dinner with happy hour daily from 3 to 6 p.m., indoor, outdoor, private dining. So celebrate life at Taverna Kima. For reservations and information, go to tavernakima.com. When I get a craving for real Southern barbecue, Fat Boy's Barbecue is the place that I call home. Cooked low and slow with proper smoke and dry rub goodness, Fat Boy's has some of the best ribs, brisket, burnt ends, pulled pork, and chicken around. 5 delectable sauces and the tastiest collard greens, candied yams, and cornbread this side of heaven. 4 locations, including Deerfield, Coral Springs, Cypress Creek Road, and their newest location in downtown Fort Lauderdale, 706 South Federal Highway. Open 7 days with great lunch specials, online ordering, delivery, catering, and food trucks for your next event. To order, go to fatboysbarbecue.com today. That's Fat Boys with a Z, as in amazing. The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Fresh local fish, a sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hours 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years. Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. All right, we're back at Casa D'Angelo in Aventura. It's on Northeast 207th Street and just east of Biscayne Boulevard. It's still Biscayne Boulevard down here, US 1. And look who's back. We have Chef Loris is back with us.
Again.
And he's got the pasta course and is like Okay.
Of course, I'm back. I'm the
Yeah.
Italian guy making pasta. Of course,
What do we
I have
got
to
in
be
front of us? And
back.
then you said there's still main courses.
Yeah, in case if
it's-
you're gonna want
oh.
to eat something more, there is also main courses.
Wow. All right.
Okay,
But what do we have in
let's
front
start
of
with
us?
the simple one. Spaghetti bottarga. Bottarga is a dry tuna eggs, typical from the region of Sardinia, Sicily. Depend or people want to see it. I learned this in Sardinia, working there for 5 years. It's a simple pasta.
I love this stuff.
Saute with a little white wine and anchovies and pepperoncino, and finish with a grated bottarga. Then it creates like a cream with a sauce and
It's
a little fresh tomato and basil
It
and
has
lemon
that.
zest.
It has that umami kind of
Yes.
flavor that I call it almost similar to like uni, but not
gonna
as
say-
strong. But it gives it that
Yeah,
creaminess.
that's
and-
exactly what the pasta is. The umami is just very good. I put a little lemon zest to cut a little the fishiness. If people want to say it's too fishy, but
And yeah, and you say it's tuna. Like I've known it as cured mullet roe is what I thought that the bottarga was.
no.
But no, this one
in
is
Sardinia it's tuna.
in Sardinia. It's tuna.
Yeah.
Look at that. All right.
I learned
well,
how to make it with the tuna eggs. Then what we have? We have homemade cavatelli with lamb ragu. In this case, we buy the entire shoulder of the ragu, braise it for almost 10 hours in
Oh,
a red
wow.
wine, and then just shred it. And all the sauce, all the veggies, all the meat gets back together.
this is fantastic.
Oh
this
my
is like
God.
rustic.
a
beautiful.
little trick, a little touch of chocolate at the end, and it
Interesting.
balance the flavors.
Chocolate?
Oh wow!
Yes.
Like little,
Wow.
like actual chocolate.
A little cocoa.
That
to
is my
give it-
When you do
favorite. Oh my
game,
God.
when you do game meat, just put a little piece of
Oh, to
chocolate
cut
at the end. Yeah,
Cut-
Really?
Interesting.
it helps
Some
a
of the
lot.
gaminess. Interesting.
That's
And
fantastic.
That's a
then we have
great
a
tip.
special for tonight, which is short ribs ravioli. They are coming with 2 different sauces. One is a garlic coulis, the other one is a spinach.
Ooh.
A little saute beach
Show this to the
mushrooms,
camera
Yeah,
there,
that's beautiful.
Ruby. It's
and
beautiful. That
a
double
little
sauce.
grilled green onions. So it's very nice, very tasty.
This is again. We're only up to the pasta.
And
course.
again, all from scratch, even the filling. We cook the short ribs, braise it for hours, and then
Man, that's all
made the
right.
filling out of it, adding a little ricotta, parmesan.
It looks beautiful. I'm gonna have a little bite of this, and I gotta thank you, chef, because
Enjoy.
you know me. I love my pasta course. I don't usually have 3 different pasta.
I mean, you have to try different
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you don't
version
have-
of
We're
what
not
we
against
do.
it.
So we have a no-made meat pasta. We have something with fish, and we have something like I feel
You've,
Oh,
ruined,
well-
you've ruined Casa D'Angelo for me because now I have to come back and try everything again.
Oh, wait a
This
second.
is so good.
If you give me
This is ridiculous.
if you give me 5 more minutes, I give you also
Oh my
risotto and a
God.
fish. So
And
Sure.
let me go.
Go.
I'll let you
right
go.
ahead, Go right ahead.
Okay.
we'll do a little overtime.
Yeah,
Okay,
why not?
perfect. Thank
As
you.
long as
Birthday.
Andy can do
Thank
it,
you.
we're fine.
Thank you so much for pasta course. I would do another break,
It's like running.
except we've already done all breaks. Andy, what do you think of this?
This is really good.
We and Andy's done now a bunch of shows with us, and he always eats, and I appreciate it. It's the first time I can say I've heard him go, "Ooh."
Yep.
He made like a
Oh,
Mayo
this-
noise.
this is-
You're like,
First of all, the ragu has got to be one of my favorite Italian dishes.
Oh, it's so hearty, but not overwhelmingly so. I mean, it's just, and I didn't realize the touch of chocolate. I had not heard that.
It's
It's interesting.
And it's funny because for those who like to rag on Skyline chili, one of the myths, people thought they put cocoa in Skyline chili,
Well, it's cinnamon,
but it's
nutmeg, right?
not one of them. They just use some of the cinnamon and nutmeg and some other things. But it's funny to hear that fine Italian dining that they will use a little bit of cocoa and chocolate to round out and mellow the gaminess of. And again, if you're going to use lamb shoulder, and some people find lamb a little bit strong or gamey, I never do. I like that
no,
flavor.
I love that
But
flavor too.
this definitely mellows it out. It's like the old coffee trick where if you like drinking coffee black, which I do,
Yes.
the Ethiopian styles, you throw a pinch of salt into your coffee.
Right.
And it rounds out and mellows it out, removes any of the bitterness if there is any in the coffee. So a pinch
Oh
of
my.
salt in your coffee and a pinch of chocolate to finish up your game meat. if
Well,
you're
and
gonna be
speaking of
making it
chocolate,
beautiful.
this was done by the man himself,
Right.
Mr. Angelo Elia.
Uh-oh.
So, Sarni, you were right. There will be cake.
Oh, geez.
And we say, Happy
Happy
birthday
Oh, my God.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mike Mayo. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, this
Look at
is
that.
tremendous.
Yay.
I am truly I'm touched and I'm blessed to be surrounded by so many great people. And now I call a friend. I mean, it's how long have we known each other, Angelo? Going on over 15 years, 20
Yeah.
years.
20 years.
You and Denise. Dude, I am so happy for all your success. I can't wait to see what's up your sleeve next. And again, thank you. I mean, what a tremendous birthday feast. And it's going to continue. I'll be at the Fort Lauderdale location later and see how many
There
more
you go.
dishes I could eat. What kind of, this looks like a pistachio.
Yeah, beautiful. isn't it?
It is beautiful.
Yeah,
Let
we
me,
met at the bakery.
let
this
me,
morning.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Look at
wow.
that.
Oh, that's amazing. That's very sweet.
I am very, very touched. I am blessed. Thank you, everybody. Here we go. Here's a wish. Hey.
Nice. One shot.
One shot.
Good job, sir. Happy birthday, Mr.
All
Michael
right.
Mayo.
Well, I think that's. Do I have to take a piece before we?
No, you
get
guys
out?
have more. We
Yeah.
make some more food.
They're gonna
So
make some
I'm
more
gonna bring
food.
more food,
All right.
and
he's
then
bringing
we
more
cut
food.
and then we cut the cake.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well,
I'll be back.
all right. Well, that's
Give me the cake.
when he gives a command like that,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
just keep talking. Andy, I don't know if you could push back
Andy
your
has to go.
3,
He has to go. It's okay.
but I'd say you could just say another wreck on 95. Something came up.
Yeah.
How good is all this? And
So good.
this is again part of what makes Casa D'Angelo in my mind. We talk about Beard Awards and we talk about Michelin stars, and a place like this, it boggles my mind how if you have like supposedly these hoity-toity inspectors or people that are making nominations, like how a place like Casa D'Angelo
It didn't get talked about at all, right?
well, it's one of those
Which
things,
is
and
weird.
it just shows that locals sometimes know a lot more than these like prestigious international things. Because if somebody was coming to the South Florida area and they say, "Where should we go to eat?" I'd have a list of 5
One of
places.
the first 5 places you would
and
definitely
Casa
say is this.
D'Angelo, if you're looking
Yeah.
for fine Italian, is definitely.
Well, that's why I like we're doing this segment, because it feels like, and you guys, we've talked about this a lot, that the new flashy thing gets the attention, but we like reminding people there's a reason places last 30, 40, 50, 60
Right.
years, and they deserve to be honored as much as, if not more than, those flashy, glitzy places.
Yeah.
And you got to go. We got to remind people to go.
Yeah, and especially this is the time of the year where you can explore at prices that are a little bit more accommodating than during the height of the season. And also, I'm a big wine drinker.
Yep.
And
Well,
one of
the
the
wine
reasons
list
I
here is
love
insane.
coming to Casa D'Angelo is look at this wine wall
It's
behind
insane.
it. It's right along this wall here. We're in the private dining area, but all his locations just feature tremendous wine lists. I guess the Wine Spectator magazine
Yeah, it's one of the
every
best.
year
One of the
honors
best.
them as like having if you're serious about wine
Yep.
going with your meal, which I am.
Yep.
And again, he does wine dinners all the time.
Yep.
What you want to do is sign up for their newsletter, right? And go on to their website, casa-d-angelo.com. And you'll see all their upcoming events. And he does wine dinners throughout the year.
Yep.
He did one recently with Dan Marino and
Yeah.
Damon Eward, that Passing Time Winery that I know a bunch of people who went, and they had a fantastic time. So that's always, always on the menu is fine dining, fine wines,
And if you
fine
want
service.
to get in at the Pace dinner that he does every year for the charity, they close the
Ah.
whole place down. They have a wine auction,
Oh, wow.
and it is off the hook.
Mm.
It's amazing. And again, Denise and Angelo taking care of our community for many years, taking care of Pace Center for Women in Broward County.
Yeah,
does
he's
such a
so
great job.
philanthropic minded, and everything he does is with purpose and mindfulness and hospitality. And I forgot to ask Chef Loris whether he went to hospitality school in Europe, because I know the
That's
whole
like a big deal
background
over there.
there. It's they learn more than just going to culinary school. They
Yep.
learn the whole art
Industry.
industry, hotels and hospitality. It's really remarkable the culture that gets imbued here. Again, a lot of that classical European tradition gets carried forth. So it's all good stuff. I don't know. Should we wait or
Andy has to go, so it's
Andy has to
we
go?
can take videos and we can post
We'll
it.
take
Okay.
post it. We'll post it on social media later. I feel Yeah, this was something. This might set the record for the most dishes
Yeah, because he
for a
did
Lunchbox
3
show.
different sections
Yeah,
of
yeah.
4
They're
dishes.
serious here about their dining. Andy, we'll do it again
Yes,
next month.
next
You know,
month, nice.
we could preview and tease. We are going to be next month.
I have to remember to leave 3 hours for this.
Oh,
Which
okay.
one is this?
I don't
Where are
know.
we going?
Oh no,
Well-
next month, a place that just recently celebrated its 50th anniversary. It's under new ownership management.
There you
in
go.
The last 3 or 4 years. It's in Hollywood. It's a polarizing place, but a place where I still love their burgers and love hanging out during sunset in the summer. Le Tub.
Tub.
Oh, we're
Le
actually going to
Tub.
Le Tub.
Le Tub. We have arranged a show.
The
It's
place
gonna
you've
be
gone,
on
gonna win a
Couldn't be
a
any more
360 on.
opposite than this place. We'll be
Just as
sitting on
iconic.
toilets eating
I think
hamburgers.
they've removed some of the commodes as their atmosphere, but
But
it's a place
it's
with
equally
It's
as
iconic.
iconic.
It's
and
iconic.
We're
It's
looking
iconic.
forward to it.
And
We
the hamburger?
celebrate all those food emporiums.
a renowned hamburger that
Right.
at one point was named best in America
Yeah, in the
by
country,
the
right?
GQ food critic, a
Right.
guy named Alan Richmond, who was a really good guy, good writer, former sports writer too. All right, well, before we go, predictions tonight:
Oh.
Panthers, game 6.
Panthers bring it home. They're bringing it home tonight.
Panthers
Luby.
4-2. Why not?
Panthers 4-2.
Yeah, why not?
So here's the thing.
Well, you freaking bet. You forgot to bet.
I'm
That's
in the
so close,
I'm in the
but
unenviable
hopefully so
position.
far.
All right, so I'm assured of making. Well, I'm not going to
If the
necessarily
Panthers
make
win,
a
you
profit.
make money on that, right?
If the Panthers win tonight, I do have the Panthers winning the series, which I bet them after the game 1 loss. So I got them at a
Nice
plus
odds.
160 as opposed to even
Yeah,
money
yeah.
proposition. So if they win, I'll get back $130 tonight. I've invested $175.
No, so you're still
So if they win tonight, I lose $45. But I
Yeah.
think I'd rather spare myself the agony of
get
it.
rid of the freaking
But if
Bears.
they lose tonight and it goes to game 7, I
And then
can
they
win
win.
some big money because if they win in 7, I'm taking home like $780.
There you go.
But I think I would rather just
Let
get
him
it
be
over.
over.
tonight.
I hope you lose.
I'm sorry.
I'll send you the 40
You want
bucks.
me
I
to,
agree.
don't
I
worry
hope
about
you
the
lose.
45, but I'm willing to lose the $45 for the assurance
Back-to-back
of
titles. That'd be
back-to-back
amazing.
titles,
Yes.
and then it would go right to the elbow room.
And then
They
we're
go
going to
Yes.
the parade. We're going to the
right to the
We should go
parade,
to the parade.
and hopefully, maybe this year, some of my restaurant friends will invite me out to the restaurant
Yeah, when they have the
when
cup.
the cup is coming. And
Yes.
like 7 places that I know
Missed it.
and love, and somehow
You can see it
nobody ever
anywhere.
called me. But
Slide me the text, will you?
Yes.
that's it. And maybe Reno, our friend at
Yeah,
Heritage, will
that's
be
your
Right.
brother-in-law.
shaving palm cheese.
And Roberto Luongo, by all accounts, is going to hit the
Oh, well, that's
drum
good.
tonight.
Well,
Oh,
that's
there
a
you
I mean,
go.
how
wise
does he
move.
not after last year? That was
You
freaking
got,
amazing.
you know, hockey and their superstition.
It's the last home
They're
game. There's
growing
no
their
way you don't have a
beards,
Luongo.
They're not washing their shirts, and they're going to have Roberto
Roberto bang that
Luongo for
drum.
the second straight
All
year.
right.
Hopefully, bang that drum before the
Jason
Cup
Taylor
clutch.
didn't work, but
No.
Jason Taylor didn't work. I don't know. Do you want Travis Kelce and
No.
Taylor Swift in the building?
That was a
tonight?
game that, I mean, Andy was there too for that game, but
Yeah.
I blame them more than Andy. They gave a 3-up. They gave a 3-goal lead, and then they score in the last seconds to then still lose an over.
yeah, that was.
Stay
that was
away,
heartbreaking.
Taylor, please.
All right. All right.
All right. I'm staying
Keep going
away
to
as well.
Memorial. She
Yeah,
did a nice
exactly.
job.
That's it. All right. She did a real mitzvah going out
Yes,
to
she
the
did.
Joe DiMaggio
She did. That was very,
Children's
very
Hospital.
nice.
And
All
of
right.
course, we've got our friends Phil and Kate with the
Visit
Visit
Lauderdale.
Lauderdale Food Wine Festival. They their beneficiary is the Joe DiMaggio Children's
Nice.
Hospital, and
Yes.
I've got to mention, tickets are selling fast for our second Pearl
Oh,
Jam,
the
by,
Pearl
the
Jam by the
sea
Sea.
Oyster Festival with our friends at Even Keel Fish Shack. And it's in conjunction with Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. A portion of the proceeds will be going to the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. It's going to be taking place Saturday, August. Let's see. I should know these dates.
It's
by
August
heart.
9th. I have it here. Saturday, August 9th,
Thank
12
you.
to 3 p.m.
And go online to Eventbrite. If you go to oysterpearljam.eventbrite.com, VIP tickets are almost sold out already. So how's that for a good
Nice,
opening
that's
week
amazing.
of sales? Very few VIP tickets remain. Still plenty of general admission seats remaining
Nice.
for Pearl Jam by the Sea 2. That's going to be all you could care to eat: oysters and
Bubbles and more.
sparkling wine, and also we're going to have a paella drum this year. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great.
Andy, thank you for
Andy,
your
thank you,
time.
guys.
I
Thank
hope
you
the
so much.
commute back isn't as
It'll be
bad
fine.
as the commute down.
It'll be fine.
We got to thank Angelo Elia and
Yes,
the entire
of
crew
course,
here
Loris.
out at Casa D'Angelo. Chef Loris, tremendous job.
Kip Hunter
Yes.
Marketing. Thank you, Kip.
Yes,
And,
Kip, yes.
We'll see everybody tomorrow. We're going to be at Giorgio's Bakery in
Not far
Hollywood.
from here. Yeah, not far from here.
Not far from La Tub either, but down on A1A
Yep.
in Hollywood.
Nice.
Great place for breakfast and lunch. And now they have one up in Fort Lauderdale by
Galt Ocean.
Galt Ocean Mile as well. But we're going to get together with Sophia down in Hollywood at the original Giorgio's.
Nice.
So that'll be
There you go.
tomorrow at 1 o'clock. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's great to be back. And we'll see you tomorrow. Until then, enjoy every pasta and enjoy every sandwich.